Hey, 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 what's up, guys? I know it's been a minute, but I have a very, very, very good reason why it's been a minute. I want to welcome you to this quick little live Sunday chit chat. I want to welcome you to this chit chat. And for anyone watching at a later time, definitely feel free to connect with me over on Instagram and connect with me here. But I just want to come, hang out, chill, get, some conversation and some quick little updates. So grab some popcorn. And if you know me, you know what I'm talking about. If you follow me over on Instagram, you know what I'm talking about when I say grab the popcorn. And let's chat. Let's get into it, shall we? What's going on? Where have I been? And this video, as you can see, is called What is PropTech? If you've been following me anywhere, and I mean anywhere, I mean at the Whole Foods, at the HEB, at the gym, then you know that I have been really, really pushing heavy and talking about prop tech for a while. If you follow me, you know I've been talking about prop tech for a few years now, and it's really piqued my interest. And now is the time to talk about prop tech. It like seriously, guys, and you come to me for the tech insight, tech info. You know what's going on, visionary, seeing where the puck is going, not where the puck is. And I'm telling you, it's prop tech. It is prop tech. And when you think about that, it's like, oh, okay, what is prop tech? Prop tech is real estate and technology. Technology and real estate. Prop tech. And it's very interesting to me, and I'm just going to give you guys a little information about prop tech in case you're like, oh, okay, well, girl, what does that mean? It really means, to put it lightly and to really calm down my excitement about it in general, it is the advancement, productivity of everything that technology has to offer given to the real estate market. And would you believe the real estate market is the number one asset class on the planet? Number one asset class. And trillion dollar industry, multi trillion dollar industry. And it hasn't truly been disrupted by technology. As we know, a lot of things are happening in real estate, and it's just an archaic way. And everything, I don't want to say everything, but you know what I'm talking about. Most things happening in the real estate space are outdated, and it's not really efficient. You have all of these ancillary players, all of these contractors, all of these moving parts and moving pieces, like we out here with monopolyism. All of these moving pieces that really need to be streamlined. And that's what prop tech does. And the interesting thing that I love about prop tech is it doesn't just handle the software side of things, which is the software as a service. It's just not your SaaS. It's going to increase your productivity. When you look at prop tech, it has all of these different categories that helps you identify the impact of technology on the particular real estate space. So outside of streamlining what it looks like for realtors, or what it looks like for investors, what it looks like for the average person. That's what I love about real estate. The average person is in the real estate market. And I'm going to drop a pin. The average person, and it's because if you live somewhere, if you buy, if you sell, if you lease, if you rent, if you have a roof over your head, which is called real property or the built world, you need to pay attention to what's happening in property tech. So that I'm just going to kind of leave it there and just give you a couple of points. I made a few notes because that I wanted to make sure that I gave you guys about prop tech. So when you look at where it is right now, prop tech back in the day, it really wasn't seeing a lot of dollars. It wasn't seeing a lot of funding. But just today, over $15 billion in prop tech compared to 2011 when it was $100 million in prop. That is a huge, huge difference. Huge, huge, huge difference. And it is a market that they're estimating at 60 billion, a market cap for the prop tech space. That's for venture funding. So they're estimating that. So it is the ideal space if you are a founder, if you're a tech founder, to look at getting into the prop tech space. But I love the prop tech space because if you are not just a founder, but if you are because a founder implies that you're creating some sort of technology, and it implies that you are either creating a new business model for real property, which would be your tangible properties like a WeWork or something like that, or if you are looking at Zillow or creating something that's going to streamline and aggregate data, something in that realm. So just kind of look at it in those two spaces. But it gives you the opportunity to think like that. But I want to talk about the impact of technology in general on people actually in the tech space. And I've been talking about this on Instagram and on LinkedIn and different places that if you are in the real estate space, it's you've been put on notice. I'm just going to tell you that you've been put on notice. You need to come up with some different ways to be a realtor. You need to come up with a different way to be a title company. With blockchain, artificial intelligence, just Web3, just everything that's happening, augmented reality, virtual, the oh my God, the thing that sneak peek at the PropTech channel that I really love are the leasing assistants, the AI leasing assistants. Y'all, I'm telling you, if you're in that world, you should really, really consider adopting technology and getting ahead of this puck because it is what it is and it's going where it's going. But I say all that to say, you've been hearing me talk about prop tech, and I say all that to say I'm so excited about it because, as you know, and you've been following me, that I am in real estate school. So you will be seeing content surrounding real estate. And a lot of people are like, oh my Jesus, real estate, that's such a leap. But not really. It's not really a leap. I I just feel so thankful. But at a prop tech company reach out to me to talk about technology and create content about technology in the real estate space, in the prop tech space. And through our conversations and through everything that we were discussing, I'm like, you know what? More content around the real estate space and around the prop tech space would be me going to real estate school. I have no connection to real estate school. I'm not a realtor. I'm not anyone other than a person who is passionate about technology, a tech founder, currently in Austin by way of Silicon Valley. I am 1,000% tech. And that looks various ways, whether it's MarTech, health tech, fintech. It really doesn't matter to me, just as long as it's focused on tech. But as I've been learning more about the real estate industry, how it is the number one class asset, it is the largest asset when we look at what's available to us and the different layers of people who are involved in it. When we look at social media, for example, and we're looking at technology, not everyone needs to be on Instagram, not everyone needs to be on Facebook, and not everyone uses Airbnb or uses an iPhone and just all of these different areas of technology. But when you look at the fact that we all participate in real estate in some way, whether you're losing money in it or making money, you're participating in real estate in some way. And it really caught my attention, and I'm just so thankful. And you guys, I'm going to leave the link and go to my bio link here, and you will see that you can find out more about the prop tech space. Because what I decided to do is I will have all of the prop tech info, all of the prop tech goodness, all of the areas for you to get your little hands in there before everyone else does, not on this channel. This channel, as you know, this channel is about technology from that tech girl. It is about tech, it is about all of those things, but real estate is a beast. It is its own sector, own industry, own world. It's a beast on its own. So it will live on its own channel. So definitely check that out and go subscribe. I wanted to give that update as far as what's going on. I think it'll be really fun. And some of the things and some of the conversation that I've been hearing from people is, oh my gosh, people that don't know that I am in real estate by way of content creation and by way of technology. And people think, oh my God, you're going to real estate school? This is what you should have been doing the whole time. You're going to kill it in the real estate market. You're going to be out here. And I'm thinking, oh my God, Jesus Christ. That's the first thing I'm thinking. But after that, I'm typically thinking, I I'm not here to knock on doors and sell houses or anything. But you know what? I always tell them, I said, well, I'm really more so of a real estate content creator. And as a bonus with this particular content, I'll be a licensed real estate agent. Like legit, right? And it's interesting because people from Silicon Valley, like my community and my friends, they would contact me because everyone for some reason decided to move to Texas and move to Austin. But contact me and say, "Oh, well, I want to buy a house or can you find a space?" And I would literally connect them with realtors to either do like property management for their investment home or like apartment locator type stuff, like looking for a lease or something in that realm, and obviously buying a home. But those are the areas that I feel like most people would look for, and especially to the California dollar. And it's so interesting because when you translate California money to Texas money, you have people coming in California, you get like this little one-bedroom shack for $1 million. And in Texas, you're like, oh my gosh, that house is how much? Let me get three. Let me get three now. Oh no, no, we don't need no lender. Hold on. So 1 second, 1 second, 1 second. You said cash app? That's the way it's been going in the real estate market in Texas. It's them California dollars. Those California dollars are a mess. And I think for me, because I speak Californian and I speak Texan, it's really one of those things where I understand the translation. One of the things I was telling to a real estate friend of mine here in Austin, and she was giving me the whole nasty spiel about how these Californians are coming in and taking all the houses. And I love that phrase because you can just insert all these different phrases. It's just good. And so she says this, and it's all these Californians coming in and taking all the houses. And I told her, I said, you know what? It's not Californians coming in and taking the house. It's not that. And she's like, well, what is it? What is it? And she's telling me how she's lost her past 5 deals. Five. She lost her past 5 deals to Californians. And I'm like, oh my gosh, tell me, how is this possible? How did you lose your 5 deals? And she says they come in here with cash. They come in here waiving the inspections. They're waiving all these rights. They just want the property and they want the house. And I said, yeah, that sounds about right. That, if you see an opportunity and you get a beautiful home here for 350, 450, they want it and they want it now. And I told her the main thing that you need to do is focus on not going against Californians, but working with Californians. Mind blown. Her mind was completely blown. And I said, like for me, for example, once I have my license, which would be a real, like a real real estate license by way of my content. Once I have my real estate license, I said, I am just going to target my community who wants to come buy up stuff anyway here in Texas and just do their thing that way. So this way, you're not working against them. You're not saying, "Oh, these Californians are taking all out." You just work with them instead. And this is going to sound bad, but instead of representing the Texas buyer, why not represent the California buyer? Why not? What's wrong with that? And she was kind of blown away. She was blown away. And she just couldn't understand why she's like, but I know these people and they're good people. And I believe they're good people. I know people, like, I believe it. I'm not saying they're not good people. But I think for me, because I am coming to Austin by way of Silicon Valley, and I kind of resonate more with the Californian. And this gives that opportunity to say, you know what, just switch your client. Do that. And so she's really working on that. But I told her at this point in the game, not only do you have to adapt and you have to realize it's not Californians coming in and taking your property, it is technology. And she looked at me like, what? I said, oh yeah. It's technology. Technology coming over here and they taking Austin. And she's like, what? And she never really put the two together. I talk about this all the time. It's not technology that's just on your phone or on your computer. Those people have to live somewhere. They have to go somewhere. They have to buy a house. They have to do all of those things. So when a new company, Tesla, when a new company comes to your town, it's no longer a town. It's no longer town, baby girl. It is a major city. It's a major city. And the reason that it's a major city now is because those home prices about to go up. You know why? Because Jack, yes, Jack, who is senior VP over here in the engineering department, is about to pay 5 times as much for your house than Bubba over here. Bubba wasn't going to pay that. So it is what it is. And she she kind of took the approach of, I really didn't look at that, but the tech workers here that are indigenous to Austin, they're not pulling down the salaries that the tech workers who are in influx to the city that they're pulling down. And I said, well, from my research, what I've heard is that the local tech workers have to jump. Gotta jump. And you have to jump because, yeah, that's true. They are gonna really command a higher salary coming from California. And that's just kind of where we are right now. So I just wanted to come on and give a brief story about what's going on in prop tech, what you can look forward to in prop tech, but you'll find more on the prop tech channel. I'm super excited about the prop tech channel because it's really designed to change the way real estate transactions are made. It increases productivity. It changes the way you buy a house. It changes the way you lease a house. It changes the way your investment properties profit. Hello? Like it changed the, and not only that, but construction, municipalities, just all of these things are streamlined. And I think that the thing that we have to look at is the fact that we can no longer ignore it and we can no longer act like it's not a thing. And there's different sectors in prop tech, and I'm excited about the housing market, the manufactured housings, the boxables, the all of these companies, and even Elon's jumping in, and Elon's super excited about it. And not that that's why I'm excited about it, but that's why I'm excited about it. And when I think about the AI leasing agents, hello, the AI leasing agents, and the reason that they're gaining so much traction right now is that they drive higher conversions. You know why? Clean data. They can do that, and not only do they have higher conversion rate and clean data, but if you are a company, you recognize that that reduces your payroll. You have like it lowers your need for all these real estate agents coming out here trying to sell property. It lowers your need when people aren't selling their houses to real estate agents. They don't need that because they can go and sell right over to Twilio or somebody. Just throwing at people. And you can go right over there. You can go over to Redfin. And it's a lot of that coming. And it's not going to stop. I think with COVID, it just accelerated the fact that real estate is primed for disruption. And if you know me, you know I hate that term. I hate saying disruption. And because, everybody's disrupted. I feel like people have been disrupting for like 50 years. But anyway, anyway, it's really about creating structured data, creating an opportunity to really maximize your profits. And when you talk about prop tech, it sounds like you're talking about the residential space. But I'm excited personally, I'm excited about the commercial space. I love the commercial prop tech integration and where that's going. It's such an amazing opportunity. And I say that this is another reason why I wanted to come on and kind of tell you guys what's going on with prop tech and what's going on with me and real estate school and all these different components is with prop tech. I love the fact that when I'm talking about other technologies, getting someone into tech or helping them navigate their way to a data scientist role or a senior engineering role or a full stack engineer, that requires retraining, a career switch, a new career path, and most importantly, it requires education and confidence in yourself that you can complete this complete change, right? That you can complete this. What I love about real estate and what I love about PropTech is you can keep your job. You can still be a lawyer. You can still be a judge. You can still work for the city. You can still drive that bus. What other stuff are people doing? People doing all sorts of stuff. You can still do all of those things and be in PropTech, be in the real estate market, still invest in real estate, still buy property. And the way that you market, the way that you lease, the way that you present, the service you provide, the ease, the productivity, all of that, PropTech, everything that impacts the built world. Okay, I'll leave it at that. I'll leave it at that. And it's all of those things that you can see that changes for the thing that I'm really excited about as well. I know I've said that 5 times, but the things I'm really excited about is engineers, engineers and developers and algorithms that outbid traditional home buyers. Oh my God. Can you believe that? It's insane. It's insane. It's just insane. So that's one of the things that I wanted to come on and talk about. I am super excited about the prop tech space, where it's headed, and the funding that when I tell you venture capitalists are pouring money into this space, when I say pouring, I mean like I wish I had some Martinellis over here, or at least some. Obviously, I keep this next to me in case you guys can see it. I keep this right here. So they're pouring money into this space. And the interesting thing is I want to see more people come up with realistic solutions. And we'll talk more about it on the PropTech channel. I don't want to go into it. I know I've been chatting with you guys and giving you an update on that. But I want to just give you an update on what's going on with the PropTech and what's going on with me and really getting into the PropTech space by way of technology and by way of content creation. And I'm super new to the real estate world and to the real estate space. I've dibbled and dabbled in a different capacity in the real estate space, and you'll learn more about that on the real estate channel. But as far as looking at it as a whole, looking at it as a sector that is growing by leaps and bounds, this is new and it's time. It's time. It is time for, for you to get introduced to, the number one largest asset class on the planet. So that's it. That's it. I wanted to come on and answer that question as far as what is PropTech and give you a high level overview as to what it is and what you can expect. So definitely go over to the channel, link in the bio and link below, and head over there and you'll see more things as they unfold. So make sure that you subscribe. And this particular channel is a place where I typically upload content that is, I want to get better at this. That's more so not just completed a completed body of work, but I want to get better at more YouTube centered content. I think that would be exciting and engaging. And when I say completed body of work, this is where I route people to say, oh, check out Picture Nonprofit Show, or oh, check out this commercial that I did, or check out this show that I was hosting, or it's more of a space that people can grab content that are really interesting and really dialed in on a particular topic for a particular audience. But I want to tell me what you want to see. I want to engage more on YouTube and connect and answer questions in that way. So yeah, that's it. I'm going to wrap this up and I will see you guys next time. And this is, just a cool little check-in and I will see you then. Bye, guys. And make sure you hit that subscribe and come over to Instagram if you guys want to chat, have any questions about what's going on in the real estate world, in the prop tech world. I'm so looking forward to it. All right, guys. See you next time. Bye. Oh, before I go, if you want information, because a lot of people are kind of messaging me about real estate school and things like that, all of that's over on the PropTech channel. All right.